what's up guys, this is Joshy McRage and welcome to my weekly vlog. This is coming to you really late. This is actually coming to you on Friday the 23rd of March, so sorry about that. I do want to start out by saying sorry about not vlogging on Monday. The Monday just gone. Honestly, a few things just came up, so I couldn't really just I just couldn't make it in time, so I do apologize about that. But this will come up, obviously it's up now, you're watching it, and then obviously a gameplay will come up over the weekend. But yeah, not a lot of gaming news that has come out this week, so we're gonna get to that in a second. But something that I wanted to vlog about before I did that. So first of all, a few things actually. So first of all, I've actually sorted out my internet at home, so I actually can do multiplayer on my Xbox finally. So you're gonna get Modern Warfare Remastered. I'll probably do prop hunt from that because that's actually really fun. I'll probably do a Call of Duty World War II multiplayer. You can see how much I suck at that. I might get Overwatch and do a bit of gameplay of that, but I will also definitely be doing Fortnite and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. And if you remember from my unboxing, I did get that free from Xbox and Bluehole. Again, thank you guys for that. That's amazing. The controller's amazing. I'm still using it. It's incredible, and I'm so glad I could finally do gameplay from that. I'm so glad. And also a couple of changes as well. First of all, I've shaved my head. You can see I've shaved my head, and it's bright because I finally have a video light. Finally. God, it took ages. Sorry about that, guys, but hopefully now when I do unboxings and when I do other things, you'll be able to see me properly and you'll be able to see me better. And finally. So probably the most important thing I wanted to vlog about for this week. So it's just a personal thing. It's not really very gaming related, but it is very YouTube and creative related, really. Not just exclusively YouTube, but just creative in general. So okay, so outside of this, I'm a photographer. I'm a mature photographer, of course, but I'm still a photographer. I'm also a musician and a producer and things like that. These are all like I'm not earning a lot from it, or if anything, but I'm trying to build it up outside of YouTube, of course, and I'm also trying to build up YouTube. But I'm gonna specifically talk about a couple of experiences that I've had with my photography. So I'm not gonna name any names, I'm not gonna name any brands or anything like that, but recently I did a photo shoot. I conducted a photo shoot for a small clothing brand. I traveled quite far to get there. It cost me £10 each way to travel there. There's a reason why I'm saying that in a second. It cost me £10 each way to travel there. And obviously I live in London, so that's quite a bit. I mean, usually a bus or train ride, it doesn't come up to more than £3 each way, so for it to cost £10 each way is a big deal, okay? And I did that photo shoot pretty much for free. They paid for my travel and they paid for Melanie's travel as well, because she was part of the photo shoot. She was a model for the photo shoot, I was a photographer, and then there was another model there as well. So we both traveled. It cost us £10 each to get there, £10 each to get back, and we did it for free. I besides like a small contribution to travel in the end, but in general we did it for free. And they contacted me again saying, okay, so I want you to be on part of the production team, and how much do you charge an hour? So it'd be like a couple hours per week or stuff like that. And I said, yeah, cool, that sounds great, I'll get back to you. I quoted them, and again, if you're not used to the hiring photographers, then I'll kind of explain why I'm even mentioning this and why it kind of it's a personal attack, I guess. But I quoted them for an hour. It will be £60 for that hour, okay? And in that hour, and I'll also do editing as well. So in that hour, if we do 500 pictures, which is possible, don't get me wrong. If we do 500 pictures and we choose like 20 of those, and I spend 10 minutes editing each one, 10 times 20, 200 minutes of editing. I'm not gonna break it down right now. I'll say it there how much it is in hours and stuff, but it'd be like 3 and a bit hours, right? 3.5 hours, so more or less. So it'd be like 3.5 hours editing plus an hour of shooting, just in hindsight and how it would usually be, right? So and I said £60, and I'll give them as many pictures as we produce from that they like. Okay. Now, bearing in mind, for people who haven't hired photographers before, usually they charge way more per hour, and I'm talking about way more, because usually you only need a photographer for about 2 hours. They'd usually charge about like £200 for that 2 hours, £100 to £200 for those 2 hours, and they wouldn't even edit it. Or they would charge you £60 per picture. So just bear that in mind. These guys came back to me and said, you know what, we can't do that. How about without editing? So I said to them, okay, I'll drop it down to £40, and I would do £40 without the editing, but they have to bear in mind that £20 of that will be travel. So I'll only be making £20 for the hour. And then that's it, basically. And they never got back to me. And really why I'm telling you this, I know it's not gaming related, I get it. But really why I'm telling you this is that for people who are trying to make a business, even if it's YouTube, even if it's something outside of that, you have to pay the people that you're asking their services from. Because, you know, like, yes, I get it. You're trying to make your own business, but you have to invest to make that business anyway. You know, the biggest brands you know of, even the smallest to the biggest brands you know of, did not get there without investing X amount of money. Trust me, they didn't. So for someone to ask me to do a photo shoot for them, but they're not willing to pay me for my time, is just an insult. And you know, it doesn't matter if you're doing YouTube, or if you're doing this, or if it's for a CV, or if you're writing for, or if you're asking someone to write for you for, you know, a cover letter, if you're asking someone to do album art or cover art for you, or music, or whatever it is. Give something back to them, okay? Please give something back to them, because you're not funding them for their services. You're funding their travel, you're funding their rent, you're funding their equipment, you're at least contributing to the pay that they could have been earning elsewhere on their 9-to-5 job. You know, like, they might have had to take a day off from their usual job to go do a photo shoot or to write some music for you, or wherever it is. And it's not fair if you sit there and say, no, I'm not gonna pay you. You know, why wouldn't you pay them? I mean, they just did this for you. You can't do it yourself, clearly, or you'd rather not do it yourself. So you're asking someone else to do it. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, by the way, but you're asking someone else to do it. You could at the very least pay them for it, okay? You wouldn't ask a plumber or electrician to come and repair something from your house for free. You're asking for their craft, you're asking for their skills, you're asking for their expertise and everything else to come and fix your thing in your house or to install something. So of course you're gonna pay them. Come on. So for everyone out there, including YouTubers, if you are asking someone to pay to make something for you, whether it be the art, the music that you're hearing in the background, whether it be the art on your channel or your logo, whatever it is, it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's your best friend, if it doesn't matter if it's your partner, it doesn't matter if it's a family member or someone you don't even know. Pay them in some way. The people, I'm gonna get to the background music you're hearing right now, but you know, my friend Nerdface, who made my intro and outro music, I paid him. He's a friend of mine. I've known him for a few years, but I still paid him because he still took time out of his day to make that track for me. Same with the person who made the background music. And for those of you who don't know and who haven't guessed it yet, it's actually Roy, DrummerBoyRoy. He made that background music for him. I'm gonna give him a proper shout out later though. He made it for me, so I paid him for it, because why wouldn't I? They both took out their time out of their day. They didn't ask for any sort of money. They didn't ask for anything. They didn't even ask for a drink. But I know it's not. I know I didn't pay them loads because I just can't afford that. But that's the whole point, though. At least give something that you can give. It's such a nice gesture, and it makes someone feel accomplished, even if it doesn't even contribute to something. Even if all they could do is buy a pizza with it and a drink. It doesn't matter. Even if you just buy them a pizza and a drink, at least you would think to yourself, you know what? Or at least they will think, you know what? It's nice of them. You know, I need to eat for that day anyway, so instead of me spending money on food, they bought me a dinner instead. I've worked with a really cool band called Tokyo Sexwell. I did their EP and everything else. Every single recording session we did, they paid for my meal, and that was amazing because like it means that I literally rocked up there, did my recording stuff for them, and they paid me. They bought. I didn't have to spend a penny for them, you know, and you know that's amazing to me. I didn't ask for them to pay me loads because you know they're starting out band, and you know that's absolutely fine. It's fine with me, and I offered it to them anyway. So they didn't have to pay me in general. They didn't have to give me anything back, but they did. Okay, and that's the whole point. And they gave me a really nice bottle of alcohol afterwards as well. So that's absolutely fine with me. It shows at least that they care and that they appreciate. It shows that I care and appreciate that Roy and Nerdface made those songs for me. So please, as a creative, and I have been for a while, outside of YouTube, I have been for ages. As a creative, if you're gonna ask someone to make something for you or to do something for you, please in some way pay them and be willing to invest, because you're paying for their travel and you're paying for all their expenses. So please just do it, okay? And again, and for the people who are the creators, do not settle for less than what you think you're worth. Do not settle for it, okay? Just don't. Obviously you could give favors to friends and things like that, but if someone comes up to you and they want to do a photo shoot, they want you to conduct a photo shoot for their brand, why would you settle for less than what you think you're worth? In the end, they're asking for your services, okay? Please, okay, take it from me. On to the gaming news. Sorry about that, Ryan, but on to the gaming news. There's not much to really say in the gaming news this week, but one of the most anticipated games of the year is coming out today. It is A Way Out. It's a complete co-op game set in breaking out of a prison, made by EA Games if I'm not mistaken. It looks really cool. I hope I might get it. I'll probably get it at some point. I'll probably play with Roy and whoever else as well. Can't wait for that to come out. Oh well, can't wait to get my hands on it, I should say. So it'll be coming out today. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. I'm intrigued to see it. I'm gonna check out a few gameplays, see how it is, see how it runs. It looks pretty cool. Another game that came out today is Kirby Star Allies. Yes, Kirby is back. Obviously this is not like a serious, this is complete opposite from A Way Out, but like, you know, Kirby games are just mayhem, and that's what this exactly is. It's 1 to 4 player co-op, and it just looks insane. I will probably get it at some point. It's on the Nintendo Switch, of course. I'll probably get it at some point, but it looks insane. It looks really funny. It looks really enjoyable, and yeah, I'll probably get that. And last two gaming news. Actually, I'm gonna say this in one news segment, which is Fortnite and PlayerUnknown's Battleground is now on iOS and Android. Yes, it has made its way to the phone. Now, obviously, you know, mobile gaming, yeah, I know people don't like mobile gaming all that much, and I do understand why, don't get me wrong. But I think it's cool, I guess. It passes time when you're in between stuff. I personally don't know, though, why Fortnite, at the very least, didn't release it on, well, Epic Games, I should say, didn't release Fortnite for the Nintendo Switch before the iOS. I would love to play on Nintendo Switch. Honestly, I'd love to play it. As I mentioned in the previous video, I'd love to play it. But on iOS, you know, I tried it out. I managed to get a early access not download code, but you know, Epic Games allowed me to, you know, play it. So basically, just sign up. I'll put the link down below. Just sign up and then you just go on it. And they'll send you the invite. It's pretty cool. But again, it is on the touchscreen, and maybe on the iPad it would be better, or on a Samsung Galaxy tablet or something like that. It would be much better. But on a iPhone 6s, it's okay. It's hard to get your head around, but you know, I can see how it appeals. So you know, let me know what you think. It is free, so try to get your hands on it. See what you think. It will be coming out for Android at a later date. And last but not least, I would like to give a massive shout out to DrummerBoyRoy, as I mentioned earlier. He kindly made the backing track that you're hearing from me for my just specifically for my vlogs. So thank you very much to him. He will be in a few some future videos at some point. We haven't got around to recording a bit more just yet, but at some point he will be there. Trust me. So yeah, shout out to him. And again, of course, as you know, my intro and outro music is made by Nerdface as well. So both of their links are in the description below. Don't forget to check them out. And you know, subscribe to Nerdface's SoundCloud and things like that. Follow Roy on Twitch and Twitter and Instagram. They're both good friends of mine. So please don't forget to give them a follow. Don't forget to check out their stuff. And Roy actually streams quite often, so you'll be able to catch him at some point during the week and stuff like that. It's usually late at night, but still, check it out. Anyway, guys, that's it for this week's vlog. I apologize again that it was so late, but hopefully next week's vlog won't be as late. Hopefully it'll actually be coming out on Monday, but I do apologize for that. But I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry that I rambled on a little bit, but I had to get off my chest. I really had to get off my chest. But I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one, and don't forget to check out the gameplays coming out, and don't forget the multiplayers will be coming out as well. Until next time, I've been Joshy McRage. You've been wonderful. Peace out.